What's up, chat? Taking this call from a new location, meaning I've shapeshifted reality again and I've spawned elsewhere. An unexpected series of events have led me back to my hometown. Moral of the story: Detroit, Metro Detroit, Michigan is always home to me anyway. It's where I grew up. And as a second culture kid, a feeling of home somewhere is important. So I guess I find that here. Even though home is wherever the hell I decide it is, slash, I have so many homes anyway. Even from where my parents grew up versus where they live now versus this, that, and the other. Home is always within self, right? But home can change. You get new furniture, you redesign things for the times. And in a way, our lives are like the homes. They need to be open to evolution and adjustment and maybe revisiting older antiques, putting them back. Or maybe the entire structure of a home is just classic, you know? And you gotta return back to it. Despite all the Airbnb hopping in the world. Or maybe it's just a stop along the way. I don't know, guys. I feel like I pick up where I left off. Every time I come back here, I get repositioned into the same kind of episode, as if all of those months abroad don't happen, as if they're not me, but it's just me to myself. And when I come back here, it's more like business as usual, continuation of what was before. And it's kind of beautiful to be able to escape it. There's many people that just get caught up in that day-to-day perspective of their lives and what they think they need to do. But I've been honored with the opportunity to be able to leave. And by honor, I mean not being responsible for paying my parents' bills or X, Y, and Z. There are just different factors at play. I get to live like someone with a lot of means to an end because of the sacrifices that people before me made. And although I want to always remain fluid to change and evolution as a person, there are fundamental things that happen along our life's journey that are inherently important to our identities, to who we are and what purpose we serve in this world. And I'm beginning to lean into that even more. Maybe by doing the contradictory things that I'm told I'm not supposed to, or being a conflicting person to the external world internally feels like freedom, because I don't have to be anything that anyone wants me to be. I just have to be me, and I have to be free to be me. And when you truly live for that truest, most authentic form, the world around you comes and loves you harder. It's like people arise from the past or ancestors or new friends or old friends that repurpose themselves and arise in a new kind of support. I'm blessed to be able to do it, to be able to shapeshift, to come back home, to go through these other set of challenges now where I felt like they would almost kill me before. And now I'm just like, there's a way beyond it all. There always was, there always is. There's infinite solutions to our problems. Infinite. I guess in seeing how the corporate world or the institutional world is solving for AI solutions is so disheartening for me to see, because I've been in woo-woo fucking land for the last few years, and the limited take on implementing such a profound fucking technology, the expansiveness of mind is important. It's understanding problems on a people level, but that's always been the problem. I think it's thinking about the solutions from a more holistic mentality that feels like the answer in a lot of ways. Not just fixing one thing, but fixing the whole thing from its root cause or from its multifaceted nature. How does one create multifaceted solutions? I would say the previous way was more like case study based, as in, let's say you're trying to reduce healthcare costs in a radiology clinic and you prevent one screening, the extra additional screening, because you implemented some AI protocol. Or you're a dentist doing scans of an x-ray of teeth, and you're able to more confidently diagnose what is hazardous versus what is not, what is actually a cavity, what is something that could develop into one. See, those two examples are very niche ass examples, instead of looking at holistically the factors that make somebody even go to a clinic in the first place, or the types of food that they're eating, the lifestyles that they live. What impacts those choices is ultimately their mindset in relation to abundance or scarcity. It's their financial well-being. But in a lot of cases, it's more of an internal battle of prioritization. Because even if you're broke, really, if you lean the fuck in, you can still make that shit work for you. But at one point, is it insanity to have to make a system that is rigged work for you? Maybe that's the whole point. It's the audacity to believe, oh, a sign of the norm, oh, what's there? I don't know. But all I know is I've been able to find myself in a completely new situation. Yet, it's not new. It's what my life has been preparing me for. And it feels as though the longer I live, the newer situations I find myself in, I have many different factors to cross-reference and understand how and what life has prepared me with in order to make me closer to success at a certain point. Like if you're placed in a high pressure environment or whatever, the things that determine your success are inherently linked to your previous experiences, what you've been able to pull from them, analyze what have you been able to learn about yourself in the world around you that make you more competent in approaching the next said problem. And in some ways it's a completely new perspective, because let's say some of the things that were encountered were with technology that was not even in place before. Sometimes I feel like I'm being followed. Not in a stalker way, but in a eyes on me way. Where there's just people that will always linger around. And it's hard to decipher sometimes whether their intentions are pure or not, or doesn't even matter. They're just there to play their role. It's hard to both value external perspectives while also learning how to value one's own internal intuitive compass. How does one stay in touch with the world around them while staying in touch with themselves? I mean, in most cases, you are the world around you, right? I don't know. Just having the confidence that you are where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to be doing. Even if it doesn't make sense. That's all I have for today, ladies and gentlemen. Continuation of whatever the fuck this is. Who knows? Maybe I'll leave the country again. Maybe I won't. We shall see. No, I should be leaving the country. To Japan. Again. Sending all the love and condolences